This is Transworld96 here with another video. I'm going to be ranking the Marvel Legends waves that came out in 2016. So this is a video that I was considering doing. I did ask about if you guys wanted to see it in the video where I ranked the Build-A-Figures for 2016, and I did get quite a few people who did want to see the rankings of the waves, in my opinion. So I am doing that now. These will just be the waves that were released in 2016. There were 7 this year. There was also the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave. I've seen people say that that is a 2016 wave or it's a 2017 wave. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not done with Sandman yet though, so I'm not counting that wave in this countdown. This will just be of the 7 other waves that were released in 2016. This will be ranked purely on the waves themselves, the figures that comprised it. The Build-A-Figure will not be taken into consideration, so if I loved a Build-A-Figure or I hated it, it won't affect where I place the waves in this countdown. I do plan to do this right now for 2016, and I am thinking that I'm going to do this for the waves of 2015 as well as 14, and then I might do just an overall one afterwards of how I'd rank all of the waves compared to each other from 2014 to 2016. So we'll see how that goes, but in this video I'm going to be doing the ones of 2016. We did get quite a few waves this year, some really great ones and then some kind of disappointing ones, but let's get started with it. In last place, we have the Onslaught Build-A-Figure wave. This wave, for me personally, was just quite disappointing. Character-wise, nothing too spectacular. I do really like Taskmaster as a character, but the costume that they chose to go with was very disappointing. I do like that figure overall, but everybody else in this wave is either just standard or far below standard. A few of these figures did make it on my list of my least favorite Marvel Legends of the year, and rightfully so. The wave as a whole didn't excite me too much, and getting it in person, there weren't too many surprises, and this was a very dull wave in my opinion. In 6th place, we have the Abomination wave. This wave had a nice standout with Scarlet Witch, but other than that is really quite lackluster. Mainly just standard figures, just with new paint, you know. Nothing too special character-wise, nor too special figure-wise. And at 5th place, we have the Space Venom Build-A-Figure wave. This wave is kind of in the middle for this year. It's in that okay space. There's some figures in this wave that I think do excel, and then some others that are just kind of okay. There's not a single one here that's just really bad or anything like that, but there's just nothing in this wave that makes me really go, wow, you know, this is why I collect Marvel Legends. Nothing like that. However, I think that this wave as a whole is quite solid. In 4th place, we have the Giant Man wave. This wave was quite nice. I definitely did enjoy it. I liked the fact that this wave was split completely in half between 3 movie figures and 3 comic figures. I think that's the best way to go. I think that the character selection is quite good, and the figures were all quite unique in their own way. Red Guardian was really the only figure that I wasn't too looking forward to and, you know, wasn't too impressed with, but everybody else I enjoyed thoroughly. In 3rd place, we have the Dormammu Doctor Strange wave. This wave I really did enjoy. It's a nice change of pace from the, you know, constant Captain America and Spider-Man waves, and it coincided with a movie and therefore had some movie figures in it. And I do like a little bit of presence of movie presence in my waves along with the sea of comics. And I think that it was just quite solid. You had a lot of good array of characters, some quite unique, and obviously a nice spread of heroes and villains throughout it as well. And just good to get some variation in this in the Marvel Legends releasing strategy with a Doctor Strange wave. Did enjoy this wave quite a bit and had a nice variety of characters in it. And now in 2nd place, we have the Absorbing Man wave. This wave almost made it into number 1. I really considered whether to put this one at number 1 or not, but in the end, I decided to put it at number 2. However, I absolutely love this wave. I think that it is really just perfection for me personally. I know that personally, I like this wave more than the majority of people do, but that's just because I really enjoy their character selection here. They've went with mainly villains, and I love villains in the Spider-Man universe, and they've gone with some obscure ones and then some mainstream ones, and it's a fantastic mix. You have some new sculpts in this wave as well, and just there's some figures that they could have easily done in an easier way for them just to like repaint things, but they did kind of go over and above and actually resculpt new parts. Each of these figures really comes pretty stocked with accessories as well. That was another thing that I really loved about this wave, and I love this wave down to the figures and the characters. It's a perfect combination of both, in my opinion, for me, and I love this wave so much it almost made it number 1. However, I did decide to put one wave at number 1 instead. And my favorite wave of Marvel Legends figures from the figures in the waves themselves would have to be the X-Men series. This is probably no surprise, however, it probably will be a surprise that I was really struggling whether to put this as number one or the Absorbing Man wave as number one, because they're both completely different. I love this wave of X-Men figures because it's one of the only waves of Marvel Legends that really deals with just A-class characters. These are all big X-Men characters that anybody will know if you're even the slightest bit of an X-Men fan, even if you don't read comics or anything like that. Everybody knows these characters, and it's, Marvel Legends kind of, prides itself, I'd say, on doing really unique characters and somewhat obscure characters in their waves. And for me personally, it's one of the things I really love, and it's one of the reasons that I love the Absorbing Man wave. Most of those figures are B and C class characters, but they're really cool ones, and I love that about that wave. However, this wave is completely A-class characters, and I also love that for this wave. So it just kind of shows you that I do enjoy the variety of getting the A-class and the C-class characters in Marvel Legends forms. I did decide to put this at number one just because it's so perfect, and it's something that we've wanted for such a long time to get these classic X-Men characters in an X-Men wave. It took way too long for them to start doing this, but I am glad that they did start doing it, and I am excited for the next X-Men wave, which comes out this year in 2017. Alright, so there's my rankings of the waves that were released in 2016. I did enjoy quite a lot of the waves released this year. I think that next year has some great ones on the horizon as well, and I'm very much looking forward to collecting them. They also, next year has a few ones on the horizons too, with that Guardians of the Galaxy wave, I have to say. But still very excited for the 2017 Marvel Legends slate, and I did very much enjoy the 2016 Marvel Legends slate. So let me know what you guys think of my ratings and how I ranked these. This is all my personal opinion, of course. I'm not basing this on what's the best figures. I'm just doing it on my personal, what's my favorite to least favorite of the waves. So let me know what you guys thought of my ranking. Let me know what you guys would have ranked them as, and thanks so much for watching.